Hi, it's Brian Kelleher with Keller Realty, and I'm here with a market update. So stay around to see what's happening in the Birmingham real estate market. Well, we are quickly approaching the end of the first quarter of 2023, and we decided it was time to do a market update for you guys. And here's what we came up with. When we looked at the first quarter of 2023 compared to the first quarter of 2022, we saw there were a lot less home sales going on. There's about 17% fewer homes selling in the first quarter of 2023 compared to 2022. We also saw that it's taking longer to sell a house this year. On average, about 36 days to sell a house compared to 21 days on average last year. That's about a 70% increase in the number of days to sell a house. It's a pretty tremendous increase. We also saw on the brighter side that prices are still rising. So from 2022 to 2023 in the first quarter, we saw about a 3% rise in prices. And while it's not a huge increase, it's coming on the heels of just tremendous jumps in prices the last couple of years. So the fact that prices are still rising is a really good sign that we have still a strong and robust real estate market. The last thing we looked at was the number of homes actually coming on the market for sale, new listings coming on the market. And we saw about 19% fewer homes coming on the market this year compared to last year. And we think that's partially what explains the lower number of actual home sales happening. It makes sense that there's just fewer homes coming on the market, there's fewer homes for sale, and so there's less home sales actually happening. So what can you take away from this? What can buyers take away, and what can sellers take away from this? Well, for buyers, it's taking longer to sell a house. With 36 days on average for a seller to actually get their home sold, it gives buyers a little more breathing room, just a little bit more time to think about their decision. On the seller side, well, we still have historically low inventory. There's fewer houses coming on the market this year compared to last year, and prices are still rising. So overall, it's still a great time to have your house on the market. So I hope that's helpful information for you guys. If you have any questions about any of this, please shoot me an email or a text. And in the meantime, thanks for tuning in and stay in touch.